has been a nutso week. You've earned Star Trek and chill, or it's been a boring week. It's time for some Star Trek and chill, or it's been a sad week. Why don't you Star Trek and chill? Or it's been a hilarious week. You're in the mood for some Star Trek and chill. Either way, you guessed it, it's time to Star Trek and chill. We'll probably cover some Star Trek at some point. With Melissa Longo.
Hello, I have to say happy birthday to Mochi. Mochi, Mochi,
oh, happy
love.
birthday, Mochi.
She's 5 years old. 5 years old.
Aw, happy birthday. Love that shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my God.
I love Mochi.
We all love Mochi.
We do.
Also, we have a lot of news, everybody. There's some actual news about Section 31. Boy, that news is going to come fast and furious. Also, it is a kind of what's the opposite of a holiday? An observation. Like we are observing the Bell Riots today.
Yes.
And here's my favorite part about the Bell Riots is that I can't wait. In a few hours, all of you edgelords are going to be proven wrong that the Bell Riots are not going to happen. Everybody's like, the Bell Riots are coming. Now, of course, I might be wrong. Something might happen, and then we'll all be very sad. But I'll be happy when the Bell Riots do not happen, and it will just be.
I mean, they kind of already been proven wrong because these sanctuary districts were installed before the Bell Riots happened.
Right.
And that's why they did happen. So the
nerd alert.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Don't exist at the moment. So
you'd make a terrible troll, Melissa, because you're way too literal about all this. You could never make it in the life of a troll.
And way too nice. You couldn't be a troll, Melissa, if you tried.
True.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. Speaking of way too nice, OG podcaster Charlene Schmidt is here, everybody.
Aw, he said I was nice.
I did. I'm drunk. Also nice on Fridays only.
Just Fridays.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm a troll.
Jenny R. Johnston is here.
Yeah, Jenny, you're such a troll.
I'm such a troll.
The trolliest of trolls.
About as much as Melissa.
Me? Yes, I'm a troll.
Totally.
That candy brand, is it Trolley or Trolley?
Trolley.
You know, with the gummy worms.
You know what?
And
I
stuff?
don't know.
I just thought of that.
I believe it's Trolley because I've
Jenny
seen
R. Gummy worms, gummy bears.
Yeah. I know what they are.
Okay.
I don't trolley.
Just hand them over.
Trolley?
Like
those gummy worms.
Gelatin.
Yeah, exactly.
But now they have vegan
they do
gummies.
Which is better,
so those are great.
Yeah.
They are.
Here's my secret. My secret is this way it's not candy. If you're vegan, what are these called? Gummies are vitamins. This is calcium and magnesium.
There you go.
I have some
and I have multivitamins.
These are vitamins as well. They're B12 and
I got B12 right here.
Ooh, I have some B12s in the mail.
Oh shoot! All my vitamins are downstairs. Shoot! I should have brought them up.
They're
I didn't
delicious.
know we were showing them off today.
These are really good. I got them everywhere. So that way, anytime I want to eat candy, I'm just eating vitamins. It's okay. Nice. I eat 80 vitamins a day. Really healthy.
Love it.
My name is Ryan T. Husk, and I'm very healthy, everybody. Oh, you guys, Melissa and everybody in the live chat, please let us know what are you drinking today? Oh my God, Lori Ulster's in the live chat, everybody. Good to see you, Lori.
Oh, Lori, hey.
Hey, Lori.
Trek Movie Zone. You know, we should check out Trek Movie for some news articles sometimes. Melissa, what are you drinking today?
Yeah. Well, I have this bottle of exciting water.
Ooh, it's a nice bottle.
Katie would be proud.
Yeah, she would.
It's refillable. It's
lovely.
Aluminum, so it's better for the environment.
I like how no matter what we say, Odo's like,
tell me
super
more.
Interested.
Yeah. He's
love
like,
that
tell me
too.
more about your bottle.
He's so cute.
He is cute.
Tell me more. Did you get really far?
Ooh. Nice.
Shar, what about you? What are you drinking today?
Well, I hate to say it, but I am out of new rhubarb wine to try, which is a dirty shame because that was really good. Thank you again, Allison. So today I'm back to my old standby, which is a little bit of vodka in some grapefruit, aka squirt.
Yum.
Yes.
Yes. So
Let the
here we go.
squirt jokes begin
Amazing.
Right.
anew.
Yeah. We got to make it happen.
Do you guys remember the band Days of the New? That was a band, right? Days of the
For a
New.
while, yeah.
The name
Short
rings
while.
a bell.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, they didn't last
Days.
long because drugs.
Yeah, but that's also why they made great songs. So worth it.
Funny about that, right?
Was it though? Was it?
I don't know. Jenny R. Johnson, what are you drinking today?
Oh,
and what's your
hey.
favorite Days of the New song?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I have an opinion on that. But I'm drinking once again my groovy bubbly rosé. Woo!
Groovy.
I wonder if I can get that online.
I don't know. I think it is actually Canadian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hmm.
State
Yum.
Canada. Yes. Made in Canada.
Spirit-free beverages company.
Yeah. Yeah. But they yeah.
Days of the New. The song was called Shelf in the Room. That's going to ring a bell for some people. Shelf in the Room.
One person out there is going to know.
I love that song and I would sing it, but I got a bit of a tickle in my throat and I would play it, but then YouTube would get mad at us. They don't want us to do anything.
And then we're gone.
They sounded very acoustic Alice in Chainsy. If anybody
did.
listens to that song,
Yep.
it sounds like Alice in Chains acoustic style. If Jerry Cantrell were the lead singer, remember he was like more the backup singer, the guy that sings like this, that kind of guy,
Yeah.
not the one that like screeches.
Yeah.
Who was
Yeah.
Lane Staley.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
See, if you sing like
Wow.
that, then now you can sing it. Try it.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. He goes, the shelf in the room. That's what it
I feel like I
is.
don't remember that.
I don't remember it either.
Somebody knows it. It's a great song. Anyway, I'm drinking pineapple paradis.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Well, it's paradise, really. Snake eyes.
That's nice. What is it?
it
Mm.
sounds
It's
delicious.
yummy.
Is it like seltzer or is it like
It's like it's a probiotic sparkling
Ooh.
drink.
Ooh.
Okay. Those are very popular right now.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, those are
It's
pretty
tasty.
good.
Wild Wonder.
We like to take care of our gut fauna here on Star Trek and Chill.
Yes.
Wait, no, not fauna,
Please
flora.
sponsor.
And flora.
Flora.
And fauna? Both?
I don't know.
Got
I
Flora.
think they
Got
go
Flora.
hand in hand.
I
There's
don't even
little
know.
friends.
They are
There's little
friends.
friends in there.
Got
Or
friends.
Flora the
Yeah.
plant life.
Flora, plant, fauna, not plants.
I mean, I'm just guessing because Flora sounds like flower. So
Yeah. And like the witches in Sleeping Beauty, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather.
Hmm.
really, that's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, we're doing
Isn't
all sorts of really
Merryweather a
weird trivia
smell?
today.
I know.
I love it.
All right. Hello to VFX Art, Linda, Dave, Melissa H, Joshua Reeve, Greg Kenzo out in Hawaii, Joel, Rose, Kirby, who says, "Hey Dave, happy Marshmallow Day. Is it really Marshmallow Day? I will eat the out of some marshmallows. I could probably eat like 20 marshmallows right now."
Wow. We should have come prepared and done Chubby Bunny.
Right. Isn't that a thing where you would
Yeah.
stuff?
It's how many marshmallows you can put in
Yeah.
your mouth at once and still say Chubby Bunny.
Oh.
I need to find
See,
some
I've
vegan
never
marshmallows.
played
I bet
this.
Jenny
They
would win.
exist.
They do exist.
She'd be
at Trader
determined.
Jose's
I
here.
am very stubborn, yes.
I can see it. You'd be like, all right, I'm going to do mouth stretches.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it all comes down to the gag reflex, you know?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Yep. I was actually expecting Melissa's screen to go blank before
Ooh.
Ryan. She's like, no, I'm out.
And
Oh, that's what she said.
also, hello, Sarah, and goodbye, Sarah. She's like, I didn't like that joke. I'm out. Hi, Sarah
Aw.
Beauchamp. Rico E. Anderson. Rico, we are so glad to see you. Rico had some
Yeah.
surgery the other day, and he's on the up
Oh.
and up. He's
Good.
doing much better. He said he was tired of being 5'4".
Mhm.
So now he had his femurs extended. He has 4-foot femurs now. So he is 6'6". So
Very big commitment.
That
Wow.
is a very big
Mhm.
commitment. Yeah.
no, but seriously, Rico, we're so glad to see you, and we're glad that you're feeling better. Great work, and thanks for keeping everybody posted on that. And Fran Iverson, hello to you. And Chuck A is also in the live chat, who deserves our well wishes as well and ongoingly. Glenn Iverson says, happy 2 days early Bell Riots Day. Oh, right. So because they arrived on the 30th. So the Bell Riots would be
Right.
September 1st.
Correct.
Damn,
Okay,
I was
so
so
there's still
smug at the
time.
top of this, wasn't I?
There's
Yeah.
still time to
Everybody
There
did
is
that
still
today.
time.
sanctuary districts and put people in there. And
I mean,
that's what, 2 days?
yeah.
Mhm.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Still don't think it's going to happen,
You never
but
know.
we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Back of the head says Conan O'Brien just did Chubby Bunny. That's cool.
I
Like-
bet he did well.
The person?
Pink sounds
I feel like
really
he would.
naughty.
Yeah. Conan O'Brien just did Chubby Bunny.
I mean, because he doesn't have a huge mouth, but he has a very big head, so one would expect
Yeah.
that within the mouth there is space.
He likes to
I
say
bet-
that he has a fat pumpkin head. That's what he
He does
says.
have a big head.
Pumpkin. Yeah. Yeah, I bet he's got extendable cheeks.
Yeah.
Mm.
hmm Some people do have like extra
On his
stretchy
face.
cheeks.
On his
Yes, on his
face.
face. Those are the ones I'm talking
Oh
about.
my.
So off to a good start, everybody.
Oh, you know it.
Anyway, this is all fun and good. Everybody, please make sure you like this video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications, because when we're talking
Bell?
about stretching cheeks, what?
Bell?
Oh, hit
Yeah.
the Bell Riots icon for notifications.
It's
Very
a bell
nice.
riots night.
Oh
And if
yeah.
you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate that. Lori Ulster says, like a hamster. Yes.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Hamsters are so cute.
Yeah. Oh, I do see chatter in the chat about there was supposed to be avocados today.
Right.
But
Okay.
Mhm.
So, by the way, shout out to everybody that spells avocado AVA. It's adorable. We've all seen it. Some people do that. It's adorable. Okay. Katie
yeah,
couldn't
no
make it today.
avocados because Katie got called away on business.
Work duty. She has to go to an MSU football game. I guess was at Michigan State University. I'm guessing.
Is it? Yeah, I guess. Must be.
Yeah.
Minnesota, Missouri. I don't know.
Well, she's in
Montana.
Michigan.
Oh, maybe it's
all
Montana.
M.
She's surrounded by M's.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a fun game. What states start with the letter M besides those, right? Mississippi, Missouri,
Mhm.
Montana, Michigan,
Massachusetts.
Maine,
Maine.
Massachusetts. Great.
Maryland.
Maryland,
Yeah.
Mexico, comma new. Did we get them all?
I think that might be it.
Yeah.
Minnesota. Did you say
we
that?
got,
said
yeah, we got that
Minnesota.
one.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah,
Missouri.
yeah, we got that
Yep.
one.
I
Great
have
movie,
a friend who
by
lives
the
in
way.
Missouri, and that's how she says it. It's misery.
Misery. Misery.
Yep.
Oof.
Now everybody's just saying California, Hawaii.
Mashington.
All right.
Washington.
That's too easy. We got to name countries that, no, there's too many M's. How about
There's-
countries?
Oh,
Okay, everybody in the live chat, if you want us to name 15 countries that start with a letter, say yes. If you want us to just move on and talk about Star Trek already, say no. Because I want it to.
Yes.
Let's see how that goes.
Do you want us to stay on topic or not? Yes or no?
I want to name
This
the
is
country.
topic.
It
They're
is
still
topical.
going. Virginia, Oklahoma,
Say Montana.
Vermont.
Ooh, I like that one. That sounds
I like
fancy.
that one too.
Kind of does.
All right, we got some. Oh man. Okay.
No, they want us. No,
They're
they
even
hate
doing
this.
capital letters. They're doing capital letters. Oh, state capitals? Is that what they mean?
Oh, I
Okay.
love it when the chat gets irate.
I know. They're aggressive right now. Okay.
We can just hang out while I name all 197 countries.
Chat intensifies.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get into this, everybody. I guess we could do teas, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Okay.
Not if we want to keep
where
having a
is-
show.
Matcha,
Mm,
hibiscus tea.
nice.
Yeah.
So this
mint
is
tea.
from but then we're gonna have to do
Mm.
A's too, right? Okay. So this is from our good friends over at
What?
Trekmovie. I don't know Trekmovie.com. Our good friends over at Trekmovie.com.
Oh
Oh,
my
our
God.
favorite. It's by our good pal,
Ooh.
Trekmovie.com staff.
Yeah.
Yay!
Ooh.
Love that
So look
Trekmovie.com
at
Mhm.
this. GoldenEye
Yes,
right
this
here
is
should be
so
007.
exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Golden Eyes.
Backdoor
Really
spin.
We got a
exciting.
teaser trailer and some details for the upcoming Star Trek Section 31 streaming movie at Comic-Con last month, but still don't know much about the characters beyond the return of Michelle Yeoh reprising her Discovery role as Emperor Philippa Georgiou. Now one of the actors is talking a bit more about his character.
Mm.
Section 31 is Spy-Fi take on Trek with canon connections. Okay, here's the quote. In Section 31, I had a really great time. I'm a Star Trek fan my whole life, so I know every iteration of it. The motion pictures, the Shatner movies, Picard movies, love the J.J. Abrams movies, the 2009 as we call it. Bro, do you watch any of the series though?
Right. Sounds like he's got the movies
Mhm, mhm.
down.
Yeah, that's for sure. So he
Yeah.
continues. So I play a physicist shapeshifter, what's called
Ooh.
a cameloid or cameloid. Is it cameloid or cameloid?
Cameloid.
I think
Yeah,
it's
Iman said
cameloid.
Kamaloid in Star Trek 6.
Mhm.
Cameloid. So it's okay. This is the second time there's ever been a cameloid in Star Trek. The first time was Imam. That's how
Yeah,
it was.
Iman.
Yes.
Yeah. In Star Trek 6. It's actually very funny. With Iman, it's like this is a shapeshifter. You want to look good? Yeah, I'll make myself Iman. And then for me, it's like, oh, good. I'm going to make myself Sam Richardson. I'm going to accept it.
Hey, like not everybody can be Iman. I'm just
Mhm.
saying.
Wow, that is it. Okay, so that's why he's bringing up the movies, is because this is directly
Yeah.
from the movies. I didn't read this article yet. Wow, that's really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why his eyes look like that. because
Mhm.
camel
Yeah,
eyes.
Martia
Yeah.
also had
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Digging on that. That's a cool
Mm.
detail.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Let me pull her up here. I actually
Mhm.
have this action figure.
Oh, that's right. You do
Ooh.
too, don't you? That's so
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
That
such a
is
good
so
one.
Cool.
Here she is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, look at that.
Amazing.
I guess he needs some feathers in his hair or something to really glam up.
With love in her eyes and flowers in her hair.
Nice.
It's Led Zeppelin, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's really cool. I'll be honest, it's been quite a long time since I've seen Star Trek 6. What can you guys tell me about that character?
Martia? Well,
I mean, she helps them
She
escape.
helped. She was a good
Well,
guy.
she helps
Kind of.
Kirk and Bones escape, but she's also playing both sides against the middle.
Yeah.
Because she was going to get a full pardon if she helped basically them
Mhm.
get their comeuppance.
Yeah. So she kind of befriends them, but like not really. but also makes
Yeah.
it with Kirk a little bit.
A little bit.
Well,
That's
who
the only part I
doesn't?
remember.
Yeah.
As a Kamaloid, she was able to change her appearance at will. One seemingly preferred guise was of a female humanoid dressed in a dark brown fur outfit, complete with scarf, including jacket, blah, 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 smoking a cigar. She was involved in a plot to kill Captain James T. Kirk. Repente. Okay, so there's not much known about her
Mhm.
race.
Right.
That's really
Mm-mm.
it. It's not
Yeah.
like she talked about her race and was like, back on my home world, we
Yeah.
have
No. She didn't have time for that.
Not even why she was in jail.
No. No, we don't
We
know
don't
that.
even know that.
All right, everybody in the live chat, what do we know about this race and this character beyond what we've just said? Because it doesn't sound like much. It sounds like we're about to get a little bit of expansion on that. But again, just one movie, which is the same amount of the original character.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But Joshua Reeve reminds us that she actually turns into Kirk at one point.
Yeah.
Yes,
Which was
they do. And it's
interesting.
Kirk on Kirk action.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Yeah.
What other ways are there?
Well, because he's like the kissing thing, and then McCoy's like, yeah. That actually checks out.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Mhm.
I'm still glowing from everybody yelling, "Move on!"
I know.
Right.
That was the best moment
It's the
ever.
peak of the whole episode today.
Oh my God.
We've already peaked. Oh no.
Yep, that's right.
They're like, you got to watch this show called Star Trek and Chill. Why? What's so great about it? They talk about all kinds of stupid stuff. Why is that cool? It's okay. You could tell them to move on and they do it.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's kind of fun. It makes you powerful.
Very interactive.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get real sassy in the chat.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do it on purpose just to, like,
It's true.
keep
Keep
everyone
it
involved.
interactive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of a secret we've been keeping from you all, but yeah, we want to provoke you.
This is fun.
Love it. I love it
It's
so much.
fun.
Yeah, here's a little bit more on section 31 as Laurie Ulster reminds us of that quote you guys mentioned, which was, "I can't believe I just kissed you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other supporting character we do know something about is Casey Roll, who is playing a younger version of Rachel Garrett, captain of
Yes.
the Enterprise C in the classic TNG episode Yesterday's Enterprise. Roll has said her role will be straddling the divide.
Okay.
Why did the term chubby bunny pop into my head?
That's not what I was thinking.
It's a game of how much you can stuff in your mouth. Trying to marry
Oh,
the
How much can she
Starfleet-
straddle?
trying to marry the Starfleet way of doing things and the Section 30 way of doing things. Interesting. Other members of the cast include Omari Hardwick, Sven Roygrok, One Piece.
Sure.
Oh, that's a fun name.
Mhm.
Robert Kaczynski, Humberly Gonzalez, and James Hiroyuki. So wait, hang on. Going back, Humberly Gonzalez plays two characters, Ginny and Georgia.
No.
Oh,
That's the
they were
shows they
in
were
that.
on. Those
Yeah.
were like
I was like, wow,
One
these
Piece
are
is a
great
show.
names.
No.
Power, One Piece, Pacific
That is a great
Rim.
character name, though.
I thought they were
One
their
Piece.
code
Barry.
names. I thought it was their code. I was like, these are
Oh
great,
my God.
especially One Piece. I was like, man, that guy sounds cool.
I want to know about
And-
this character.
And James plays Barry.
Mhm.
Oh no,
Can you
but he's
imagine the opening credits?
so he's from the show Barry. That's a great show.
Mm.
Oh
That's
my
a-
gosh. I kind of wish that was their actual names now. Like
Yeah.
that could be amazing.
Mhm.
Agreed.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh,
Agreed.
there's a bit more here, and I don't want to upset anybody because just in case Joe Pingway, who plays an interesting looking character, is watching right now, he'll be sad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
a character
yeah.
named Dada No,
Dada
who was
no.
featured. Oh, that sounds horrible.
Some 2-year-old kid named that
No.
character. Dada,
He-
no.
No, he's just like He's like, that was my nickname. Because somebody always says that to me. Who was featured in the first image below released for the streaming movie earlier this year. And we know about this.
That's Ed.
Good.
Hey,
Cool.
stop it.
Head
Stop it.
implants.
I don't get out of this.
That
was a
what are you
that was an
trying to zoom
aggressive
in on there,
picture.
Ryan?
A knuckle?
Look at that
was an
sexy
aggressive
knuckle
zoom
action.
Look at that leather there. Yeah.
A lot of leather.
Well,
Leather, maybe.
hopefully-
Dada no.
Oh my gosh. I
All
am
right.
excited for Rachel Garrett. I gotta say, because
Me too.
the Enterprise C
Yeah.
era has
Oh.
always been a lost era in Trek lore,
Mhm.
and if there's some sort of connection here, I am here for that.
Yeah.
That's my top character too. That's what I want. I want some
Mhm.
Rachel Garrett, and everything else is
Agreed.
icing on the cake. As long as it's chocolate icing and chocolate cake with only
Mhm.
chocolate inside and no fruit.
I
That's
enjoy
very
all
specific.
of that.
You know
No
what you
fruit.
want.
Yeah. No
Hmm.
fruit.
Chocolate.
Okay. All
You
right.
can
What are you
have the
most
chocolate.
excited for with regards to that movie event, Melissa Longo?
Well, I think you named it, but I'm excited just to see what the story's going to be,
Mhm.
because I do hope they explore that lost era of Star Trek, because it is a lost era. And
Yeah.
it would be fun to explore a time that still fits in canon, but there's no real rules about,
Yeah.
that we've seen on screens.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from like costuming and that kind
Yeah.
of thing. But yeah, there aren't really rules about that. So I'm
Oh,
interested
yeah.
to see how that fits in.
Totally.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
I've always wanted an Enterprise C series.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I thought if there's ever some sort of prequel we could ever get, I wanted it to be in that era with that version of Enterprise. And maybe this is as close as we'll ever get. I don't know. But either way, excited to see
It is going to
Yeah.
be very cool. Yeah.
Captain Garrett, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, she was awesome in yesterday's Enterprise. And
Mhm.
how awesome would it be to see her character explored further?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
am very interested in seeing that.
It's going to be
Yes.
quite interesting because she is younger.
Right.
So
Yeah.
in a lot
I'd
of
love to
ways, she's kind of
see-
a blank slate,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is
I'd love to see
cool.
how and if that informs the person we see in yesterday's Enterprise.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, here's
Mm.
hoping.
You know, it really depends on the cake, you guys.
This is true because like strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But then like, okay, if you have the choice between that and like just chocolate everything, we know Ryan's going for chocolate.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Why really? So we have a poll in the live chat where the question, of course, is everybody, fruit in your cake.
Get
And the options
divisive.
are
Yeah.
no way or yum. And I'm
Like-
shocked to see that
Yum.
2/3 of you misunderstood the question.
Have you ever had a pineapple upside down cake?
I'm not sure if that's the issue, Ryan.
What I meant was, do you like the taste
Yeah.
of fruit in cake when you're eating it?
Depends on the cake.
Yeah, I'm with Jenny on this. It depends highly on the cake.
Depends on the cake too.
Pineapple
Yeah, like if
upside
we're
down
doing
cake?
funfetti, no.
No,
Oh.
exactly. Chocolate
Oh.
cake? No.
What's
No.
funfetti?
It's like the
that
confetti
birthday
in a
cake
vanilla cake.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought it was like 50 Cent or something.
with the
Okay.
No.
Yeah. But like, and
Strawberry
I'm not,
shortcake's kind of good.
I'm not opposed
Exactly.
to tossing some raisins into a carrot cake myself.
Yeah, and
know?
if you're getting carrot cake, you should have raisins in that.
Thank you.
No cake
love a little
should be
plumpy raisin.
vegetable-y. Actually, I've had carrot cake recently. That was pretty good. I was like,
Carrot cake is
okay.
amazing.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
I would
Are there
normally agree
actual
with that
carrots in
thesis,
there?
but
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's like not pieces. It's like
It's
You-
shredded.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
shredded, or supposed to be.
It's actually pretty good, surprisingly. I
Yeah.
remember not thinking it would ever be good. But you guys actually think that cake with fruit in it is better than cake without fruit?
no, we're not saying that. It
Also,
depends
No,
on the
that's
cake.
The
not-
live chat's
no.
saying it right now.
It doesn't say cake with fruit is my favorite. It just said it tastes good. You have to be more specific if you want people to go against fruit. You need to be more
I
specific
don't
in your
want them-
demands.
Fruit is great.
Not in
just
your cake.
Don't need fruit or like that jelly stuff in my fruit or in my donuts. Get
Mm.
jelly,
No jelly
and custard
donuts.
out of the
Oh,
donuts.
no, I love that. Goopy
No.
donut.
I enjoy a custard donut,
Yeah.
especially with chocolate custard,
I don't like it
and then
Mhm.
chocolate
squirting in my
frosting on
mouth.
top.
I just want it. I
You
just want it
just
to be
have to-
chocolate.
You got to take your time, man.
It's pretty yummy.
You know, this is why there's a little something for everybody.
Right?
Anyway, it's like when you get those delicious tomatoes that are kind of like big cherry tomatoes.
Mhm.
You bite into them,
Yes.
sometimes they squirt out of your mouth because they're hard to
They
handle.
are
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And delicious. And yeah, I could eat the
Yeah.
shit out of those.
Mhm.
Ew. Okay, so here's another item, everybody, for us to enjoy. It's from twitter.com.
Ice cream cake.
This was
Mm.
everywhere. Everybody knows. Everybody loves. Aaron Waltke of Star Trek Prodigy. He says,
Hey.
today's
Oh,
the
yeah.
day.
We
If
like
you
that
know,
guy.
you know.
We do love
Yep,
that
they have
guy.
arrived. They are in San
It's
Francisco.
funny
Oh.
how it's
This is
And that's
not
the
that
biggest
warm.
travesty right there. That's the one thing they screwed up the most in predicting 2024. Nobody is using Celsius in the United States of America in 2024.
True.
However, you know what? Okay, does anybody remember far back enough to where there was an ongoing push, especially in 1994? I remember this, where we were going to use the metric system in the United States. It was going to happen because I remember my science class, we were using metric units specifically because we're going to change over and we're going to like it, darn it.
Mhm.
And then I don't know what happened, but
Well, the thing is like the metric system is not that. I mean, obviously the math of it is much simpler and more obvious, but people are like, a lot of Americans are like, we don't know what. I mean, basically a centimeter is like this, right? It's basically the width of your pinky, right?
Mhm.
Decimeter is basically this. So you can
Mhm.
kind of figure that out. And a meter is 3 feet or 3.1 feet. It's basically
Yeah,
a
greater than.
stride or a yard, right? So it's actually pretty easy for us to grasp because we, know what those things are. But anyway, like an inch is tough. It's like part of your thumb, basically.
That's that.
And a foot is some people's feet.
yeah.
Yeah.
My foot's like about a foot. I can't imagine
Mhm.
everybody's is. And then a yard's only 3 of those. That's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway. But you guys,
imperial
before we
system.
get too deep
Look
into
at this.
before we get too
Whoa.
deep into this
You got a
talk,
food card.
I know.
Wow.
Somebody gave me this in Vegas and I
Wow.
can't remember who it was.
That's awesome.
So cool.
So cool.
I'm sorry
I
that you
can't
don't
remember who
remember
gave
who
me
it
this,
was.
but I really, really appreciate it. It's so awesome, especially today.
Yeah.
If you gave it to when you're in the live chat, fess up
Yeah.
so you can get your kudos because that's pretty awesome.
Confess.
But you guys, also, there's something huge. So on this post, it's called a post now for Twitter instead of a tweet, right?
Sure.
Right, because it's not really Twitter, but it still is.
It's so
dumb.
obviously is. Okay. So today's the day, if you know, right? So, I couldn't help but look over here and you guys. Blue Sky is trending? What?
Yep.
It finally happened. We made
Oh my
Blue Sky
God.
trend.
Do you know why?
Wow.
Ooh, Halloween Horror Nights 33. That's cool. We finally made. Anyway,
Yep.
we finally made Blue Sky trend. Next is Threads.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yep. All you have to do is just get Elon to make a whole country mad.
Which country?
Gee.
Brazil?
Yeah, they shut it down in
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Really?
Twitter.
Yeah.
Boop.
You can no longer use
They're
Twitter
mad at
slash
him.
X in Brazil.
Yeah.
It's
They were like,
gone.
hey, can you make people stop saying really bad things and lying on Twitter? And he was like, no, definitely not. And they were like, okay, you're canceled.
What?
So now everybody in Brazil is going to Blue Sky.
That's
Actually, I shouldn't say
interesting.
everybody. Lucia could tell us for sure.
True.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, give us the lowdown. What's happening in
That's
Brazil?
what we know. I mean, in a lot of ways, that's
what
not
is
cool
the
because
lowdown?
people still do use Twitter as a like somewhat up to the minute news source. So that's not
Yeah.
super great in some ways. However, when
Here's an
It's a
interesting
real
fact
catch-22.
about
yeah,
Here's an interesting fact about Brazil that Lucia can fact check us on. Brazil's northernmost point is closer to every country in America, all of the Americas, than it is to its southernmost point.
I think this is true.
I
Well, no, it
can
is.
believe
yeah,
that.
Brazil is
The
massive.
northern part of
Part of it
Brazil
sticks
is
up.
closer to every single country in the Americas than it is to the
That's so
southernmost
cool.
tip of its
Yeah.
own country.
Yeah.
It's a long continent. And
Yeah.
also, Lucia says
Oh,
that
right, 'cause
Twitter's
right.
still working.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. Good
Huh.
to know.
For now,
Sometimes when
but
they
we're
ban
watching
For
things,
now.
you, Twitter.
yeah.
Are watching it.
Anyway, I thought that was an interesting thing about Brazil that I saw a while ago, but I was like, wait, what? Even Canada?
Yeah.
Wow.
Brazil is
weird.
huge.
The northern
Yeah.
part of Brazil is closer to Canada than it is to the southern part of Brazil.
Yeah. Because like how maps are all screwy and not
Mercator
right.
projections, yeah.
Yeah. So like all of the southern parts that are actually the big parts of the world are all squinched up. Yeah.
That's why people think Greenland is like a fourth of the planet.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Yep.
Oh, look,
So
we're talking
where-
about geography again.
No, we were not. We were talking about the Bell
We did
Riots.
it.
We did technically move on.
Mhm.
Nobody
We
said
did.
we couldn't come back to
It's
geography.
true.
It's true. We're just making up the rules as we go.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Okay. So along these lines, everybody, Robert Hewitt Wolf, everybody knows him.
Mhm.
Yes.
Ira Stephen Bear calls him Wolfie. He says,
Yeah.
calm down, people. This is just the day Cisco, Dax, and Bashir arrived in 2024. The
Right.
Bell Riots are still 2 days away.
Mhm.
Right, everybody. So take your time, relax. We still
Yeah.
got, but here's some, but here's some fascism. I don't know what that means.
Well, that sounds like Twitter in a nutshell.
So anyway,
yeah.
everybody, you got so that's going to happen no, that's not Memorial Day. That's Sunday. Okay.
Sunday.
But at least they got the day right
Labor
that it's a
Day?
Friday. I wonder if they
I
actually
know.
like looked way ahead.
Yes.
That's a
They
good
just-
question.
Because
I
did
think
they have
they
that
did.
technology in the 90s?
It's not that tricky.
Did they have calendars in the 90s? That's basically what
They
you're asking.
probably just mathed it. And
Every
figured it
7
was gonna be
years, right?
Friday.
Except that you have to factor in leap years.
That's
but like
totally an
Right.
intern's
Here,
job.
yeah.
That's when you get the writer's assistant
Yeah.
or an intern.
There's
I'm sure
probably
even
some like
on,
farmer's
like-
almanac that has all the dates,
Right.
like
Or heck, you could even go into an old Windows computer, like Windows 3.1. You could go into the calendar, and I'm sure you could click all the way to 2024.
That's a good point. That's a very
Really?
good point. Yeah.
I bet you could. Not saying
There's
I ever
also
did it, but
certain years have the same set of dates as like other years. So
yeah.
One would think almost every 7.
except
right,
was
right,
it?
right. That's
It-
yeah.
except
the
that,
leap-
that when there's a leap year, so it's screwed.
Right.
It
But then
throws it
do you
off.
know that it's like every 4 years, right? Except for every 1,000 or every 100 years. Every 100
Really?
years, they skip a
Yeah.
leap year. And that's why I'm
It's
like, it's actually
mental.
kind of complicated. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 2000 should have had a leap year and they skipped it. So then we went like 8 years without a leap year or something like that.
What?
Because
Yeah,
it's,
they do have to.
that's the formula. It's not exact, because this is all based on solar system
Right.
stuff or moon stuff. I don't remember, but
So
Yeah.
2100
Yes,
will
so-
have no leap
So
year?
it's like correct.
How old will
So
I be?
basically we have 24 we have 24 leap years and then one no leap year every 100
Right.
years.
Whew. What year? It's 20. So that's what, 70
You're thinking way
years
too hard,
from
Jenny.
now?
Yeah, what's
Math is not my strong suit. 76 years from
76
now,
Yeah.
years
right?
from now? Yeah.
Ooh, I might just make it.
Oh, you think you're gonna
Maybe.
live that long?
Oh yeah, I'm aiming for like 120 at least.
Wow.
Wow, good
Solid
job,
120.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a lot to do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you live to be 120, you got a lot of time to do it.
I
But
know.
I feel like you
Yeah.
start running out of momentum somewhere around the
Mm.
110s.
Mm.
I
hope
thought that
not,
started
but
a lot
I'll
earlier
be
than
right
that.
there with you because I
Yes,
want
you
to
will.
do that too.
Yes.
I'm like,
Join me.
past that 100.
Yeah. Shar and I are like, we're not,
Like,
that's
I don't know
not.
if I want to be that long that or live that long. Like it depends
Mhm.
on overall health, you know, because if I'm a total vegetable and I need everybody to like take care of everything for me, like no, I'm out. I'm going out before then. But if I'm like
Sure.
if I have some vitality to me and I can take care of myself and I'm aware of what's going on, I'm having a good time,
Mhm.
sure, I'll live to be 140. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know.
We'll
My
think
great
about it.
grandmother lived to be 96, so there's a
Mhm.
good chance of having a good long life. It's
Mhm.
just, you know, we could all go at any time. I'm just
Mhm.
saying.
Hang on.
True.
Not this guy.
Some people are saying that it's every 400 years, not every 100, and other people are saying it's every
400?
100 years. But I think it's 100.
Okay. All right.
Well,
I don't know. This is too much. Oy.
Faith Howell says we did have a leap year in 2000.
Okay. Okay, this is what it says.
Oh my God. Okay, we're making way too much. of this.
Every
I was like,
one,
hello.
every 100 years, we skip the leap. Okay.
Okay.
Unless the year is evenly divisible by 400. So we skipped the
Ah.
leap years in 1800 and 1900, but not 2000. So yes, they are correct.
Oh
2000
my
was the
gosh.
2000 was the exception to the exception to the rule. This is so much, you
God.
guys.
With this.
Boy, life is
Ugh.
fun, isn't it?
Who
Oh
figured
man,
this?
you
I
got to
know.
write this down
Who
and remember
figures
this
this
moment.
crap out?
Well, because like it has a specific number that it's that it's off by. Like the
Yeah, I
Gregorian
know.
calendar is off by a specific
Right.
number, so that's
Oh,
the way that
mathematicians are
And
amazing.
why
they
do we
have
have
to
leap
fix it.
years?
Because it's like
Hmm.
the sun doesn't go, or the moon doesn't
Right,
go
it's not
around
like-
the sun perfectly 365 days. It's like not quite. It's like 365
like
days and a
0.2.
quarter.
Yeah.
And that's why
Right.
for
Okay.
every quarter, you just skip one day or you add a day
Right.
every 4 years to make up for that quarter. But it's not even
It's
quite
so weird. Like,
a
why?
quarter
It's
either.
so funny.
It's like instead of
Mhm.
0.25, it's like 0.24, I guess it would
Yeah.
be, or something like that, or 0.2, but anyway.
You know what? I'm with
God,
Stacy in the
Tiffany.
chat. We need a visual aid. We need Dr. Erin to break this
Yeah.
down because she could do it in 5 seconds.
Mhm. I really like the idea of like thinking about the nerds that like sat down and figured this out who knows how many 100 years ago. But they
Yeah.
were like, this is how we're gonna do this, guys. Okay.
Right.
Stick with
Okay,
us
so that's
here.
what it is. Okay, so it is. It's 365.2422 days. And so that's why it has to be, because it's not quite 25, it's like
Yeah.
24,
That's
Yeah.
22.
amazing that they got it down to the.
And then somewhere down the line, like in the year
Mhm.
like 5200, they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
but this is because it's 0.222.
Yeah.
This is the exception to the exception to the exception of the exception. And
Exactly.
they're gonna like keep
Look.
really, because it needs to be perfect.
Time
We're
is a
making it all
construct.
up. Time, it's all made up. It's a
Time is a
construct.
construct. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Bob D says he'll make a
Mhm.
cake that explains it. That sounds good.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Then we'll eat it and
like
forget it.
cake, but don't
Yeah.
put fruit in it, right, Bob D? I mean,
Depends on who you're making it for.
Oh
Do
my
you guys
God.
What? Oh, see, I already got mad at my own question. I was going to say what, and this is good for the live chat.
Mm.
What is your favorite time travel Star Trek episode? But as soon as I start to say what, then I feel like then it's gonna be like, well, technically in this episode, there's a little bit of time. Does the Nexus count? Even though I know that's a movie. Does the what about in the fistful of datas? It's kind of like time travel because so I got mad at my own question. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it
Well,
anymore.
Yeah.
this is what being on the internet will get you is overthinking questions like this.
Because
Yeah.
for me, it's cause and effect and yesterday's Enterprise.
I love
Yeah.
yesterday's Enterprise.
What was the one where Harry Kim and Chakotay were old guys and they went
Timeless.
that's a good one.
That
I
is
like that
so
one.
good.
Yeah.
I remember when I watched that episode, I was like, these are the kinds of episodes that I wanted for Voyager, you know?
Yeah. And like
Yes.
Say
Year of Hell isn't really it's not really like it's kind of time travel, but it's not really it's like parallel universes, isn't it? That he's sort of jumping
It's
that
because
he's, like,
it's
setting off?
changing the course,
Yeah.
like what happens in the timeline. Yeah, so again, little
Yeah.
timey-wimey. It
Yeah.
depends on how you want to define.
Yeah.
I say
Some
in this
people might say
instance, no
Times
rules are good
Arrow.
rules. It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. I love Time Zero.
I'm gonna say Little Green Men.
Oh,
it's
very
such a
that's good.
classic, just like straight up time travel story.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that is top
Yeah.
notch. That is
I
top
gotta throw in
notch.
City on the Edge of Forever.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, what about Robert Kaiser says Prodigy season 2 is a pretty good time story.
You know what?
This is
I think that's
true.
my favorite.
True.
The
Wait,
whole
no.
thing.
Very
No,
true.
wait. No, you know what? No, the in season 1, the
Yeah.
one the
Episode like 7 or
Time 'em
something
Up?
like that, right?
Time
Time
Amok.
Amok.
Yes.
And it had like
That's
that
my favorite.
graph.
So good,
That was
so
fun.
good.
Yeah,
That is my
that one
favorite.
was good too.
Yeah. Because it just
Better than cause and effect.
I don't know. That's a
in
good one
terms
too.
of like being a time travel story,
That was
yes.
brilliant.
It's-
So good. Made me so happy.
That's the kind of time travel that like clicks all the little buttons in my brain and like, you know? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what about what we're talking about right now with the Bell Riots?
Yeah, past
That's-
tense.
Past
Yeah.
tense,
Right? That's
yeah.
part
time
1 and
travel.
2. That's big
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
Kira and
travel.
O'Brien met hippies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
my
when they're
gosh,
jumping
I
to
love
find
that
them.
part.
Yes. Yeah.
When they get the
That's what I should
flowers
do.
and
Is I'm gonna
then-
get some flowers and
Mhm.
I should do that as a cosplay one year at
Oh my
Vegas. Just
God.
be the
Yes,
hippies.
you should.
Handing out flowers. I think maybe that's a cosplay I could do. It doesn't require
Absolutely.
intense wardrobe or makeup, but I could be a hippie.
Yeah. And you would be
And-
instantly recognizable.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Um,
maybe.
Dave M says tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And I like that episode.
I do too.
Yes.
I do too.
There's so many
Yeah.
good ones.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Tomorrow and
Tomorrow.
tomorrow and tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, Back of the Head, John Orchiola has a great one. How about the one with the whales?
Ah.
Yes.
Well, are we talking
That's
movies
my
here?
favorite movie.
but that takes us into a whole other.
Right, because so many of the movies deal with time travel on their own.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
You know what's not my favorite time travel episode?
Ooh,
That
what?
3-episode arc at the beginning of season, what was it? 4 of Enterprise? When they go back
wait,
and there's like weird Nazi
the
stuff and they're
Temporal
like
Cold
alien.
War?
Yeah. Remember that?
Wait, in Enterprise?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Enterprise, Temporal Cold War, yeah.
When T'Pol
Nazis?
goes, extinguish that to this about the cigarette. It was very funny.
Yes, that was great.
She's funny.
What am I
But I
trying to
remember
think?
like they ended the season so strong, and then it brought them like if I remember correctly, I haven't seen this in so long, but they ended the season 3 so strong, and then they transported into what would then be what season 4 was about.
Yeah.
So you just saw that little teaser, and you're like, "What's going on? What's?" And I just remember thinking, "Oh, this is a dud." No offense, but this was a dud. But then season 4 got really good.
Mhm.
It did. There's some really good stuff in season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to go
Linda
watch
Anderegg
Past Tense.
says, ugh, not Nazi episodes.
Yeah. I did not
that
see them in a while.
Oh,
There are quite a few of the Nazi episodes. Like every show had to do just a little bit of it, except maybe, I don't know, did TNG? I don't remember.
no Nazis in TNG.
They had World War One
yeah,
guys in that Q
Okay.
episode, the first Q or second Q
that was
Okay.
World War. Oh yeah, World War One and World War Three.
Encounter
But
at
Okay,
not-
right. And
Not
this-
two.
Yeah,
okay.
well, I'm talking about like the next Q episode where he had like those pig soldiers walking around in like
Those were like
World War One outfits.
even before World War One. Those were like
Oh, right. It was
yeah, those
Revolutionary War or
yeah.
something like that.
yeah, like
Hmm.
Napoleonic era.
Okay, I can't.
Yeah,
Too much time stuff.
with those
Any other good time
animal
ones?
things.
Remember.
Mark says yes, Stormfront. That's right. That's what they're
Nice.
called.
I have
Right.
a question. Does
Yeah.
the visitor count as a time travel?
Oh.
Oh,
See,
I
this
think it
I feel like
has
we
to.
had this conversation before,
Oh.
but I mean, we didn't travel through time. We were just following a story, and then
Yeah.
it reset.
Right.
But if it is considered a time travel story, that's gotta be up there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
it's
in
one
the
of the very
gray.
best of all time.
It's so good.
Mm.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Makes me kind of sad.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Just
gotta be
a
in the
bit.
right
Such a
mood
good-
for it.
It's such a good story. When we did the rewatch of it a couple years ago on the seventh
Mhm.
rule, I was like, wow, this is even better than I remember it. It's
Yeah.
really good. A lot of Star Trek episodes are like that. There are very few that are
Yeah.
worse than you remember.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess Time's Orphan, EGT says. Good.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tell us it is Napoleonic soldiers. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, those old
Good correction.
scientists. Oh, yeah.
Oh, duh. Yeah.
Another instant classic
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Heck
yeah.
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 Yeah, that is like a full on.
I mean, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one you want to watch if you need to be in a good mood. You don't watch The Visitor. You go instead to those old scientists.
Yeah. Mhm.
What
Oh,
about
please.
all Discovery episodes of seasons 3 through 5?
Right.
Oh, golly.
I mean, technically.
Yeah.
I think this is overthinking it now. Because it's time relative to when the series is taking place, sort of. By
Right.
then, that is Disco's home. That is where they live.
Disco.
Right.
Disco.
I don't
Except
know.
for
I'm done. I can't
Giorgio.
think this hard.
I'm kind of bummed to see that the poll is over and 58% of you said yum about fruit in your cake.
There you go.
Hey, at least it was pretty close. 58% to
Because
41%.
some people put things like pineapple in their cake
Mhm.
or like
Some do.
gelatinous strawberries or something.
Well,
Gelatinous
like
anything.
let's be clear. There's fruit, and then there's whatever those things are. That's different.
Yes, this is very true.
Gelatinous anything is gross
Mm-mm.
in cake,
Agreed.
in my opinion.
Agreed.
Real fruit
Yeah.
depends on the cake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You guys, here's a quick side note. This is
Ooh.
from our good buddies over at CBR.com, our pal Joshua M. Patton. We know and
Hey.
love Joshua M. Patton, friend of the show. Part of my DNA, Star Trek Discovery star Elias Tufexis talks lifelong fandom.
Yeah.
So this is a nice long article, which is what Joshua M. Patton does. He does a lot of great long ones. So we won't really cover it. It's more like a story. It's a great one, but go check it out, CBR.com. Read that one, especially because we do love Elias Tufexis.
Yeah, he's
what
awesome.
a great guy.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm kind of happy for him, but also kind of sad because I'm like, he finally gets to fulfill this dream
Yeah.
of being a Star Trek character.
Yeah.
But then it was only in one season and it was
Yeah.
only in like 7 episodes and he
And
died.
he died.
Yeah.
And then they were going to bring him back, but then they actually didn't. Like the first time Star Trek was
Yeah.
ever going to bring someone back and then just didn't.
Yeah.
It's usually the other way around. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, well, at least he got that. But the good news is he
Mhm.
was an alien. So he could totally come back
Exactly.
as
Look, it's
anything.
sci-fi. No one's ever really fully dead.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Star Trek did.
Exactly.
So very happy for Elias Tufexis.
Yeah,
Everybody,
he's
you can
awesome.
see Elias Tufexis at ST Nash. That's Creation Entertainment's
Ooh.
trek to Nashville. Go to creationent.com for details. You don't know anybody that says details instead of details? Probably the same
Patrick
people that
Stewart.
say for details. Yeah. Instead
True.
of, they also say like advertisement. Like,
Yeah.
what's your-
Yes.
And
you doing that?
Well,
aluminium.
Yeah, I
Yes,
say
that's
that.
one of my
Aluminium.
favorites.
Yeah.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
I say
Yeah.
advertisement.
Because
No.
Spanish
On
is my
purpose?
mother's first language, and then she taught herself English.
Mhm.
And then we spent a lot of time in England when I was growing up.
Oh.
So she would say aluminium for the longest time because that's how
Uh-huh.
she learned it because we were in England.
That makes sense.
I love that.
That's
I
cool.
love that.
Puka
That's really
says,
cool.
Trek to Murfreesboro. Trek to Murfreesboro.
I like that actually. That's got kind of a nice little ring to it, you know?
Because that's
little bit.
like it's a town. I mean, I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. But
Yeah.
So you're going.
ST Murph,
oh,
Yes.
I'm going.
right?
I'm going.
You're going now,
I'm-
Shar?
Not going.
To
Oh.
wherever Murph is, sure.
Okay. That's the Nashville one.
Murfreesboro?
Kind of like how the New York City one is just outside of New York City in Secaucus, New Jersey. The Nashville one is just outside of Nashville in a place called Murfreesboro, which apparently is a real place.
Oh, okay. I was not aware of that. I just thought there was like some nice little play on Murph, and I thought, yeah, Murph, I'm going.
You're
Believe
like,
me, I
I'm
wish
down.
I could.
Murfreesboro.
Murphy's
Yeah. See, that's a great selling point. If I had known that, maybe I would have planned a little better.
Yeah.
But now I can't go.
Murph.
Like, are there going to be Murph plushies there? Is that part of the gimmick? I mean, I'm just saying that'd be a really good draw.
That would be a good
idea.
draw. I can't believe you
Let
can't
me-
get one.
They're elusive,
Hell.
those things.
Yeah, what the hell?
I
I'm
don't
saying
know,
again,
man.
what the hell? The Murph is landing. Let's do it.
Murph is landing.
Murph is landing.
And make the what is it, the boyfriend hero tea or whatever those things are.
Yeah,
Oh.
those thingies. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Nashville, Southeast Murfreesboro, in Murfreesboro,
Aha.
Tennessee. Embassy
This is amazing.
Suites.
I'll be darned. Okay. Shows you how much I've been paying attention.
You know, that reminds me of sometimes if you have like, okay, Jenny, you would know, Shar, you might know this too. We all ship things. We've all shipped things before.
Yeah,
Sure.
Jenny ships things to all kinds of crazy places. But sometimes when we see addresses from like the UK or Canada, and we're like, how is this even a real address? These are all just a bunch of words. Some of them don't even have a number.
No, I know, it's awesome.
It'll
Yeah.
just say like,
It's crazy.
it'll just like say like Piccawilly College, Piccawilly Street,
Yeah.
Piccawilly UK. And you're like,
Yeah. I just had one and I
What?
had to look it up, and it was
Well-
literally all the houses on that street just had a name for each house.
cute.
Wow.
So cool.
Like you're camping.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Wow.
like I sent one to this little village in Ireland at one point, and there was no house number and no zip code.
Oh,
Like it was just the name of the town, and I had to do all this research and figure
Wow.
out that
they're like,
actually,
you'll find
yeah.
it. You just make a left
Yeah.
at Old
Right? There's
Bessie.
5
Literally.
people
And
there.
then
We'll
over the
figure it
hill.
out.
I looked up
Yeah.
the village on Google Earth, and there was like 7 houses, and I was like, oh, I think they're gonna figure it out.
Oh my
They got
gosh.
And then
Aw.
they don't have zip
Wow.
codes outside of like the major like the bigger cities
Mhm.
as of
That's
yeah.
cute.
Anyways,
Interesting.
Well, you
fascinating.
should take
So
a
cool.
look sometime at the towns or the city names in Tasmania.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, did you post that?
I did.
That's
Oh,
funny.
right.
They have all kinds.
Right.
It's like they were just
Funny.
6
Mhm.
drunk people around a campfire, and they're like, all right, you guys, We have to name these things
Yeah.
by tomorrow, you guys. Can we just
Yeah.
whatever? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I
Just
love that.
say
Just
things.
do
I'll
it.
write them down.
I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
My favorite goofy place name that I legit want to visit is Dildo, Newfoundland. Have you been there, Jenny?
I have not been there. I have not been there. But I
Okay.
am very familiar with
Just like somebody really did that.
Yes, they
All
did.
right. And
Yes,
there's a
they did.
statue, the
There's a-
dildo statue.
Yeah. There's a
So
few
you can
different
actually
ones.
be in dildo.
Yeah.
Right?
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Well,
That's why you
there's
gotta
a-
go.
There
Yeah.
and there's also Conception Bay.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Cute.
oh, but in Pennsylvania, isn't there Blue Balls? There's a
Yeah,
there's
I
a
think
place called Blue Balls,
That makes sense.
and then there's
Yeah.
a place before it that, and I can't remember what it's called, but
and there's people that live here in these
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
Like you give people your address and you're like, yeah, I live in Blue Balls.
Yeah.
Just across the river from Fargo is in Minnesota, there's a place called Moorhead. And of course, so easy to make fun of.
Yep.
My brother lived in Moorhead.
Moorhead, Minnesota?
No, it was Moorhead, North Carolina, when he
Oh.
was doing some kind of training there for like a year or two in Moorhead. It's right on the coast of North Carolina. Muhammad Noor might know. It was South Carolina. No, it was North Carolina, but it's the same region. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, when he was finally driving there, he was like looking for Moorhead, and like I think he moved like 3 times there, but he's not there anymore anyway. But it's just a funny name.
See,
Obviously-
geography just brings us together, guys.
Oh yeah, we did it again, didn't
You
we?
know?
I was looking up funny city names. Sorry.
You can't stop us.
Our buddy Hope Vasilovich lived just 5 minutes away from Moorhead. Melissa Longo,
Nice.
if you remember Hope.
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Anyway.
I think that, yeah, the point is there's some really interesting names
Oh,
of
yeah.
places.
Even just
out
around
there.
here, there's Antigonish, Musquodoboit, Waikagama.
Didn't you guys have like a moose knuckle, Canada, too?
Now that would be cool. That'd be fun.
Moose Jaw.
There's a moose jaw. Maybe
Like Moose Jaw.
let me,
Not Moose Knuckle.
let me
so
check
much.
my work.
I
I don't want to just Google
sent-
moose knuckle. I need to add Canada in there.
Oh, okay. I gotta Google
I was just
one
gonna
that
give you a
Joshua Reed
Canadian
put
Moose
in.
Knuckle.
Is that a real place, Joshua? Booger Hole, West Virginia? Really? Okay, I'm going to Maps right now. I have got to know. And I got to know the population of this place.
Ah,
Who lives in Booger Hole?
all's right with the world.
Okay, Wikipedia, tell me
Booger
your
Hole.
worst. Okay, it is a real place. It's
Oh my
unincorporated,
God.
meaning it's not very populated, but nevertheless, what is wrong with people?
So the only thing I'm finding here is a clothing store that's called Moose Knuckles in Canada.
That's about right.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, it's nice.
It's not what I'd expect, but
Yeah, it's true. I was thinking it was going to be something a little bit different.
Like what?
something anyway.
Yoga gear? All right, we got to move on.
I did-
There's
Yeah,
no
we
way
better.
that this is going to end well.
No.
I did send you the map of Tasmania in your
Oh,
Facebook messengers because
Oh
you gotta
dear.
read some of
just
them.
for one
At
second.
least
Just for a
some
minute.
People-
of
A
them.
little baby minute. They'll
Melissa,
love it. They'll love it.
People get mad at us when we talk about geographical items.
No one will be mad once they see this map.
All right, we'll see.
Okay.
Just a brief second.
Just to
maybe
whet their
minute.
appetites. Exactly.
So we have
Oh my God.
Oh
my
my God.
Prickly
You were
Bottom,
not kidding.
Ding Dong, Nut Bush, Tinkle Creek, Bottom Fancy, Granny's Gut, Horrible Hollow Gully, Grassy Bottom,
No,
Funny-
no.
Funny Knob, Guy's Dirty Hole, Bottom Hole, Secret Hole, Piss Pot Creek,
There's so
Wet
many
Bait,
holes.
the nipples, the butts, Break Me Neck Hill, Bust Me Gut Hill, Little Dismal, Hellfire Bluff, Crocodile Rock, Big Hippo, blah, blah, blah. Shallow Bottom, Blubberhead,
Oh
Moldy
my
Hole,
God.
Ooze Lake, Laughing Creek, Platypus Point. Well, that's not funny. That's cute.
Uh,
Tonguer's Point,
Buggery
Beggar-
bumps. Humongous hole. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is like if
Long
Beavis and
Frog-
Butthead named a
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, I can picture
Ooh,
this scene,
Mossy Nipple
Beavis
Bend.
and Butthead, where the two of them, they walk up and they go, dirty hole.
Yeah.
yeah, right?
Exactly.
And then he goes, and then they look at the next one
Ryan.
and they go, grassy hole. yeah, grassy. Right?
Yeah.
And then it's like cut to, and it's like 4 days later, and they're still looking at the next one, and they're like,
Yeah.
hairy
Dude,
hole.
they practically did that in Beavis and Butthead Do America, where there's
Yeah.
a sequence where they're touring various parts of the country, and like there's
Montana.
it was like Butt Montana and Matiti, which was Wyoming's claim to fame because Matiti, and a bunch of other ones. Yeah, but Butt Montana was the biggie. And I know it's Butte, but we say Butt Montana.
Yeah,
What?
that's the rule. Beavis and
is.
Butte. It's not Beavis and Butte Head.
Right, exactly.
Blech.
Yeah, but no, they should have totally gone to Tasmania. Oh my gosh, what a missed opportunity.
Yeah, agreed.
Wow.
Okay,
Agreed.
so
Right.
that's dangerous.
Well done.
I want to go there now and do what Beavis
Well
and
done.
Butthead should have done and just,
I want to go to
Yeah.
Tasmania anyway, just because it
Get all
seems
the
really
photos.
fun.
I have to go to Tasmania too.
Yeah.
We
Just
gotta
because
go.
It's
I wanna
Australia,
go-
and that math is awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta show my husband that later.
I want to go to New Zealand anyway, so like why not swing down and go to Tasmania while you're at it?
Why not? And you know what?
You
We can
know?
tie this to Star Trek because that's where the one guy during the Bell Rise, he's like, yeah, let's go down to Tasmania. I want to go there.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
True. I feel like didn't Janeway go find Tom Paris in like in a penal colony in Australia? Or am I imagining
New
that?
Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand. Okay, close enough.
Fairly close.
Don't tell them that you said that though.
Oh, I'll
No.
tell them.
They won't
We'll be
like that.
banned.
They're way over there.
You're like, it's Australia. No, actually, it's New Zealand. He's like, same thing. The
Yeah, they
Kiwis
make
will
that
not be
mistake all the
happy.
time.
You
They call us
stupid
Canadians.
Americans.
All right,
It's like when people call us Americans.
Lucky.
No,
Do you pay them?
not
Uh,
just Australians. So
From our buddies
Exactly right.
over at ScreenRant.com. The worst, though, is when people call poor Robert Kaiser Australian.
Yes.
Oh,
Buddies over at
Nah.
ScreenRant.com. Our buddy John Orchiola wrote this one. Anson Mount wants Strange New Worlds to stick with Captain Pike's Star Trek canon.
Mm.
yes, they better.
Well, then
Yeah.
his character dies,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
basically.
Well, I mean, he's in the chair and can only boop.
Right. He can only
So, I mean, that's
One
kind
of
of the
your
whole
favorites
story of that show, is like how they're going to end it.
Mhm.
Are they going
Mhm.
are they going to have this thing? Jenny's totally texting and try not to make.
No,
it look
I'm
like
not.
she
I'm
is.
trying to fix my bracelet.
Because that's what I look like when I'm texting. I'm like,
I'm like,
mhm.
because it just got really loose on me all of a sudden.
That's the thing with Strange New Worlds, is that like, are they going to have him, do, I mean, of course they are, right? They're going to have him get all messed up and stuff because, he doesn't actually even technically die, right?
Right. He's not
Right.
dead, but he loses like the vast majority of his quality of life. His
Just
life as
hell,
he knows
yeah.
it is not going to be
Mhm.
the same, and he knows that now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's
I
going to
think they
be
have to show it.
right. It's going to be such a powerful,
Mhm.
beautiful, sad episode.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be the final episode, like season 5 or season 7,
Yeah.
Q willing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Like,
can you
honestly,
imagine
yeah.
that final thing where like, it's like Nurse Chapel and Dr. Mbenga were able to save him. And then the rest of the crew, Una, comes in to see him, and she's like, oh my God, this is, and then there's just like this, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I trust the writers to use that moment and really make us feel something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, on one hand,
definitely.
it's like they've backed themselves into a corner, because when you already know somebody's fate and you say to yourself, okay, you know what? We have to write it this way. We're going to have to write it into the show.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a matter of how you do it. And
Mhm.
certainly you can do that to dramatic effect. I could also see where they write Strange New Worlds to the point where we don't get to that point in the timeline, where they leave it be.
Yeah. Yes, true.
So that way they don't have to touch it.
Because what was the timeline again? Like from when?
Oh,
Like,
I think
was
it's
it
like, what, 10
20
years?
Something 59 and
I think
66? Something like
It
that.
was like seven.
it's 6 or 7 years, I think, is what it
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, I always
But-
check, and I always think I'm going to remember. I must have looked it up like 10 times, honestly.
Yeah.
Same thing with Lower Decks and Prodigy. I've looked those up like 10 times.
Yeah.
And then I go, and it makes sense to whatever it was I was trying to like figure out.
Yeah.
And then I forget it all over again.
How did you have those
Hanson
dates in
Mount-
your head?
Well, because it was in the article.
Oh.
But and I read the article, but Anson Mount also stated that these seasons aren't necessarily a year, so time isn't necessarily
Right.
Exactly. They can do whatever they want with that.
we're used to. So
Right.
We could still be in the first year and be on season 3.
Right.
Sure.
Theoretically. So so there's time to play with that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was also saying that he thought might be interesting because we've seen what happens to Pike from an outside point of view, but he is kind of interested to look at what happens to Pike from Pike's point of view, which has never been done before.
That reminds me that
powerful.
I did find something on all, the timeline of all Star Trek series and movies like a few months ago. And I remember thinking this would be great for Star Trek and Chill to share. And I've just found it again because it was so much fun to see.
Amazing.
But I don't know if we have enough time.
We do.
We have only a little bit of time left to talk about a little more geography, but then that's it.
And then we're cut off.
Okay. So this will be a fun quiz for everybody to enjoy. Okay, so here's the first question. Discovery takes place in what years?
Oh, good golly.
This is a
That's way more complicated. Yeah.
Let's not count the ones in the
know.
3 million years. The answer is, but once you get the first one, you'll start to piece together the rest. The answer is 2256 to 2258, those first 2 seasons, right? 2256 to 2258. So then, this is also interesting. So Strange New Worlds, in that case, would be when? Right. Just it's the year after Discovery season 2.
Right.
And so now they've done 2259 and probably about 2260.
Right.
Thereabouts.
Yeah.
Now, so we were correct. The answer to the original series, when that starts, is 2266. Yeah. So that's 7 years that Strange New Worlds has to play with.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I remember a lot of people originally were surmising, that's 7 seasons. But again, it could be 15 seasons. They could do whatever they want with it.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Yeah.
And remember, the cage was 2254 because it was 2 years before Discovery.
Right.
And 4 years before Strange New Worlds.
Oh, crazy. Right. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Or 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
Wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the cage, then a couple years, and then Discovery, and then Strange New Worlds. And now we have like 5 or 6 years more to play with before the original series.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, and I like
Fun.
that the animated series is included in all of this.
Yeah, right?
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here's where it gets nutty. When does okay, well let's give
That'd
you
be
this.
nutty.
Okay. So let's give you this one here. Oh, that's right there, huh?
What
Interesting.
one?
Okay.
Give it.
Well, Voyager ends in 2378. We all know, right? Next Generation's 2364 to 2370. Deep Space Nine, 2369 to 2375. Voyager, 2371 to 2378. So that being said, if that ends 2378, when is Star Trek Nemesis?
Oh, it's like what, 2 years?
Basically, it's
Voyager
just
gets
one.
home?
It's just 1 year after. Yeah,
Is
Oh, it is
okay.
2380.
2379.
Oh,
So
Okay.
then Lower Decks. This is the one I always forget. Lower
Mhm.
Decks is 2380.
Okay, Lower Deck. Sorry, I had
So
that
it's
number in my head.
It's
Yeah.
2 years after Voyager, 1 year
Gotcha.
after Nemesis. It's basically just Voyager, next year Nemesis, next year Lower
Crazy.
Decks. So it's like right there.
Gotcha.
Okay. Cool.
fun.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this timeline now.
Yeah.
But then this is the other thing that I always get wrong. Prodigy is like 2 years after Lower Decks. Lower Decks season 1 is 2380. Prodigy season 1 is 2383.
Right.
Wow.
I always thought there was a little
Right.
more space in like 10 years.
So fun. to
Right,
think
because
that-
Nemesis, and then there's like very shortly after Nemesis is when Picard goes to do the Romulan dealy,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, so
then
Prodigy's only 5 years after Voyager ends.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's so fun to think of all of
I
these
love that.
things happening at the same time.
Right.
it really
Totally.
is, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all the
yeah.
same era. It's
Yeah.
all condensed
I
right
love
there.
So cool.
It
Yeah.
feels like there should be a little more spread apart. Like I felt like Lower Decks was a few years after Nemesis, and I thought that Prodigy was like
Yeah.
10 years later, but it's right
Yeah.
condensed.
They're all right up on each other.
Yeah, so like
Mhm.
yeah, so when so when we see Riker on the Titan, he's like fresh on the Titan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool.
That's
It
a
is
lot
I
of
really
very
like
cool.
that.
I like that the people in the live chat, a lot of people like John Orchiola, Joshua Reeve,
Mhm.
they know their dates. They're like,
They
I
sure
know the
do.
year.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I know the year. I got this.
that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a really fun one to enjoy. I mean, there's a lot of ways that people have mapped these out, but this is how these guys mapped it out. So it's not
Oh,
perfect.
Oh, cool.
Like, for example, it doesn't say which movies, but you know which movie. Like, we know
Oh,
which
yeah.
movie comes right after Voyager. We know that that's
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
And here's
Nice.
the other
Cool.
movies, Next Generation movies, and this one, Next Generation ends. Movie,
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Ooh. That's
Love
so
it.
cool.
Oh, wait, what
Wow.
about the 2009 movie? That is
That's a
right
whole other
here.
timeline.
22.
Wait a minute. So it takes place at the same time as Discovery Season 2. Well, I mean, I guess it depends when.
Right.
I guess that's probably where they landed. Yeah. Are we talking about at the beginning of the Kelvin timeline? You know,
Wait,
because
no.
the first Kelvin movie takes place like it's covers like 25 years basically.
Right.
A lot.
But-
Yeah.
The beginning of the Kelvin timeline as we know it,
Yes.
because that would be happening concurrently with our timeline.
Right. What I'm talking about is when
Mhm.
Spock, when the Narada goes back
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and destroys the Kelvin and creates the Kelvin timeline. That's where I feel like that should be where the time
The mark.
starts.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise,
It's
what are we
not.
going to cover? When he's on a motorcycle as a kid, when he's punching cupcake in a bar, like what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Good
What
point.
year is
Good
that? That's a
point.
lot of it stretches over 25 years, basically.
We
It
don't
starts
have
with
the
Kirk's birth.
time to worry about that.
Starts with Kirk's
To
birth.
argue about the timeline.
That's it. Thank you.
Oh.
Anyway, all right. I think we started enough fights in the live chat. This is great.
We got everybody all riled up now. Happy Bell Riot weekend, everybody.
Okay, well, Back of the Head says Star Trek 2009 is 2258. Okay. What part of Star Trek 2009 is 2258? The Kelvin being destroyed by the Narada, which creates the Kelvin timeline.
Right.
Or
No.
when the motorcycle kid is listening to Beastie Boys and almost falling off a cliff.
No.
Or
It's when they like get on the shuttle and go to the ship. Right?
Yeah.
I guess there's one way to figure this out, right?
2009. A Space Odyssey. No, I'm kidding.
John Orquila's got some help in the chat.
Uh-oh.
The Narada arrives in the prime timeline in 2233. That's when the Kelvin timeline is created.
Right. That's why I looked up.
So,
I just looked up when is Captain Kirk born, and it's 2233. So that's how you know. That's the answer. So yeah, so 2258. That's right. It was 25 years as guest. Right. So basically what they're saying, when the crew of the Enterprise comes together on the Enterprise, that's 2258.
Yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to get.
Crazy. Now that I like when you start thinking about that and then thinking about like the timeline on.
So that was taking place.
Yeah.
That was taking place at the same time as Discovery Season 2.
Crazy.
The 2009 movie was happening at the same time.
Whoa.
As The Burn or whatever was happening. And see what was the Red Angel. It was the Red Angel season 2, right?
Angel.
So the Red Angel, man, I wish they had like
crazy.
Anyway, there's so much that can be done. I really hope that when Skydance merges with Paramount, they start merging movies and series, because the movies and series are not, nobody references the JJ movies. The JJ movies are not connected. No. They don't use the same actors. They have two different Spocks. Although it was funny, John Orquiola of Screen Rant wrote an article about like how Zachary Quinto should play Cybok in Strange New Worlds. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Great idea.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Times.
Yeah.
Well, is it time to look ahead?
Yeah, it is.
Time.
All the way to the year 2000.
The future, Conan?
Yeah, I do. In the year
That's the one.
2000.
That's the one. All right. So where are we? Friday. Okay. So Sunday, this coming Sunday, if the country doesn't burn down at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time, please join us on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel for our first segment review of Star Trek The Next Generation Season 4, Episode 10, The Loss. The Loss. See, those tell us you have opinions on this episode.
Certainly.
There are opinions on this episode. And I feel like a lot of people have negative opinions, but I and Jenny, apparently, upon my next viewing, I was like, maybe I was just being a dick.
Yeah.
Don't be so eager to agree with me, Jenny. She's like, yeah. Figure it out, Ryan. Yeah, just hang on to that.
They solved their problems with science.
Yeah. So everybody check that out. But did Sirach like it? Did Melissa like it? Pay no attention to the fact that she said she just did. Did we like it as a collective? Check it out this Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel, The Lost. Then on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel, we have Star Trek The Next Generation Season 4 episode, the full review of Legacy.
Ooh.
Legacy. Did we like it? Did we love it? Did we want some more of it? Find out on Monday when we watch Legacy. Then on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, come right back to this here channel for the main viewer on Virtual TrekCon's YouTube channel. The main viewer, we talk about all the news of the week, Star Trek news, sci-fi news, sports news. Oh, that reminds me, shoot. We should have covered one more article that was so fun, but we'll have you guys read it on your own.
Sports news.
This is something
So much fun.
that I think John Orkiola in the live chat would love to read. This is from our good friend Mick Jost of Cinema Blend. Check this
Yay.
out.
Mm-hmm.
We love this guy.
I was excited about this article because
I know, so was I.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Star
That's
Trek's
awesome.
Elias Tufex has told me which WWE stars should make cameos on future shows. That's a whole episode by
That's
itself.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
it is.
That's so great.
I want like Bret the Hitman Hart.
hmm
People want to see Cody Rhodes, I bet.
John Cena.
Well,
I wanna
Mick
see
Jones
Braun
loves
Strowman.
Cody Rhodes.
I want to
And
see
Drew
the Heartbreak Kid Shawn
McIntyre.
Michaels.
Who's
Hey,
gonna win this
Ryan.
fight?
Take that.
I don't understand that reference.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, that's the week ahead, everybody. Go check out that article. We'll talk all about that. What? On Tuesday or next week? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's a fun one. Melissa, can you tell everybody where they can find you online, please?
Yes, at Melissa Longo, on social media, Malissa, and at Walking Art Made by Melissa. So much is happening right now for that, my website, and for the Trek tours. So if you're not going to the Trek tours, check out my website because a lot of the stuff is going to be on there too.
Yay!
So, yay! And yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about right now because I can't remember the rest. Why is my brain is like
Mhm. Mhm.
Because it's Friday and it has given up.
Yeah.
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 And that's okay. All right. Shar, can you tell us what this is? It's
Depends
on
on what it is.
twitter.com.
Oh,
Oh.
Gold
yeah.
Bubbles tweets out. No one wore the fashionable patterns of the 24th century better than Jake Sisko. So, of course, we had to make a soap in his honor. What do you think, Sirach L?
I'm dying to know. I don't think he's replied yet. But yeah, there's the meme where Jake Sisko is memed, and there is my tribute to
That's
the
so great.
fashionable patterns of the 24th
That's
century that
gorgeous.
Jake wore
Yeah.
so well.
What does it
It's
smell
bright,
like?
it's colorful, and it smells like a fresh orange, and it's delicious.
I can't wait to get mine. I
Lovely.
already
Yeah,
ordered
I'll get it
Jake
to you in the mail
Sisko.
tomorrow.
Amazing.
You got the very first one.
Yay!
God, I can almost smell it just by looking at it.
Mhm.
Man, I would sell so much more soap if people could smell it over the
Scratch and
internet.
sniff, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm sure that's
gosh.
coming. I'm sure there's going to be
I hope
something
so.
definitely.
horrible. Anyway, so that's cool. Where else can people find you online, Shar?
Yeah, besides Bold Bubbles, anywhere I have a social media account, my handle is Oh the Profanity. You can keep up with me there. And I'm also hosting Mission Log Prodigy, and that has new episodes coming out every Tuesday.
Yeah.
With Marina, right? That's pretty cool.
Yes, Marina Kravchuk.
Yeah.
Love her.
Co-host.
What about yourself,
Yeah.
Melissa K. Longo?
You just asked me.
Oh,
But-
yeah. Jenny
I'm
R.
gonna
Johnson.
Throw it over to Jenny.
I don't get her middle name wrong because she has it right there on the Zoom. I can see it. It says
Oh, I
R.
do
Say
too.
K Longo?
No.
He did. Yes.
Yeah. Well, he always says it wrong.
What is your middle name, Jenny? What is the R?
Rebecca.
Oh, I would have guessed. So where can people find you?
Well, you can find me on the internet, but not a whole lot this week because I'm very busy and I'm painting a lot and I can't show it, so it's very secret stuff. Anyway, but you can find me on my website, jennyrjohnson.com, and through that you can also sign up for my newsletter. And this week you really should sign up for my newsletter if you haven't already, because on September 1st I'm dropping the prints for the Enterprise that I just painted, and you're only going to get the notification on basically like first VIP, first people get to know that it's, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I do.
You're gonna
I
be the
do the
first to
very
find
same
out.
thing.
Exactly.
All Bubbles
Exactly.
newsletter customers get the best discounts.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, and there's only a limited number because I'm only one human who can physically put things in containers and stuff. So,
Right.
there's only a limited number for this run. So, like, get on it. Anyway, and then there will be more, but just not yet.
Get down on it.
And get down on it. You can also find me on social media sites such as the Ghost of Twitter at Jenny R. Johnson.
Ghost of Twitter.
Ooh.
And everywhere else at Jenny R. Johnson Art. I just got really ran out of breath.
Me too. That was a lot of work.
Mm.
Everybody go check all that stuff out.
panicked.
Everybody, you can find me online on twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk, or just Falling Tower, The Seventh Rule, or Virtual TrekCon on your favorite social media. But especially, you guessed it, on YouTube and Blue Skies. Or is it Blue Sky?
Blue sky.
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 Sky. Is it like, so it's like a
Mallory.
Twitter knockoff? It's like a Twitter thing? It's not like a
Basically.
Facebook thing. It's like a Twitter thing, right?
It's like
Yes.
it's a spin-off of Twitter by one of
Yeah.
the people who created Twitter, Jack Dorsey.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not involved anymore though.
Not anymore, no.
Yeah, no.
So he started
Oh.
Twitter, not
Mhm.
involved with that anymore. Started Blue Sky, not
Yeah.
involved with that anymore.
Mhm,
He's made
that's
some
correct.
He's made some poor choices.
Well,
I mean-
he was kind of a dick.
Old Jack. Yeah.
I mean, what is it with these guys who head up these companies?
It's funny about that,
they
eh?
all kind of suck.
Absolute
Yeah.
power corrupts absolutely, maybe.
Ugh, sick of it all.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, everybody, check out my company that I'm the head of, Star Trek and Chill Online
Yay!
shirt store.
Woo!
Watch me as I morph. When I make my $15 billion, I will turn into such a unlikable whatever. Jenny and myself are wearing 2 shirts you could get at that online store.
Hey, that's right.
That link in the description box below, and get your very own Ferengi family shirt or your very own Shikar Selats shirt, baseball shirt. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's also got a cool back thing.
Do you like that?
Nice.
Very much. I like his
You can
little
get them in your
face.
very own size, color, style, whatever you want. That's it for us. Thank you so much to Bob D, Joshua, Greg, Dave, Stacy Roberts. Stacy Roberts, maybe we'll be seeing you in Nashville. She's been going back and forth about going to Nashville or not, but I think she's going.
Go, let's go.
Mm.
Mark, thank you. Tiffany, what's up? Dave, M, and all of you Sentai, One Trek fan, Robert Kaiser, who's from Australia, you know, Paul O'Kelly. And
He just got
Joel
so mad.
and Kathy D and everybody, Faith Howell. Thanks for everything, guys. Lucia, we will see you next time, War Dog Heim. And hey, until then, have a chill weekend. Writing is not chill. Have a chill weekend. We'll
Writing
escape the
is
Bell
not
riots, but we'll still make the world a
right.
better place. We'll still
Yeah.
learn
Gosh, hope
the
so.
lessons of the Bell riots, hopefully without horrible
would be
things
good.
happening.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a chill weekend, everybody. You've earned it, probably.